2022 season and the start of a new era has closed, and the Dutch superstar Max Verstappen got his second championship, and with Ferrari and Leclerc struggling for pace after their win in Australia. With the 2023 season just around the corner, and some different drivers in different teams, let's have a look at all the teams and drivers for the 2023 Formula 1 season. Red Bull is back on top after a very dominating performance this season from the Milton Keynes-based team. The Red Bull powertrain team will retain their lineup of the one being the two-time champion Max Verstappen and 11 of Sergio Perez. Hopefully, no multi-21 situation will occur this season. Ferrari at one point were looking like the team to beat early on last season, but with some mistakes from the team and some of the drivers, no championships came to Maranello. But the team is looking to beat Red Bull and take home the Drivers' or Constructors' Championship since 2007 and 2008 respectively. The Ferrari-based team will have the 16 of the Ferrari protege Charles Leclerc and the 55 of Carlos Sainz, who got his first win at Silverstone. Mercedes dropped off from last season due to the car simply not being good enough for the Red Bulls and Ferraris, but the Brackley-based team will like to be back on top. The Mercedes power team will have the 44 of 7-time champion Lewis Hamilton and the 63 of young Mercedes protege George Russell, who's looking for more wins this season. Alpine stepped up from last season with some good performances from both drivers, but the Enzo-based team will have a change to their driver lineup, going full French. The Renault power team has former AlphaTauri number 10 driver Pierre Gasly, and his friend in the 31 is Esteban Ocon. But the team wasn't far from controversy, as the team originally promoted Oscar Piastri to join the team, but all went downhill from there, which caused Piastri to leave and join their rival team. McLaren, on the other hand, had a down year from last year with no wins and an Australian replacing an Australian in the driver lineup. The Woken Mercedes powered team will have the 4 of McLaren protege Lando Norris, while in the 81 is rookie and former Alpine Academy driver Oscar Piastri, who has joined the team after the dispute against Alpine. Alfa Romeo had a very good season, but will only be remembered for Zhou's flip at Silverstone. But after some great performances from their drivers, the team is looking to go up the next step, being the best midfield team in F1. The Ferrari-powered Hindway-based team has the 24 of Zhou Guanyu, whose race got cancelled for this season sadly, and the 77 of Valtteri Bottas, who has taken into the Australian lifestyle with a mullet. Aston Martin had a less than ideal season, even at one point being dead last in the constructor standings, but after a good second half to the season, the team is looking to improve in 2023. The Mercedes-powered Silverstone-based team will have former Alpine driver and two-time champion Fernando Alonso in the 14, while in the 18 is Lance Stroll, who had a fitness accident I'm pretty sure and couldn't compete in testing. Haas surprised everyone with a great finish from Magnussen at Bahrain and a pole for the sprint race at Brazil, along with some great finishes for Schumacher. But one of these drivers has been dropped for the season. The Ferrari-powered Canapolis-based team has a 20 of Kevin Magnussen, and welcome back to Formula 1 Nico Hülkenberg, who will be in the 27 and will drive his first full-time season since 2019. An incredibly down year for AlphaTauri, with some poor reliability and some mistakes by the drivers and teams putting them in the back foot. But a shake to their lineup might change that. The Red Bull powertrain Faenza-based team in the 21 is 2020-21 Formula E champion Nick De Vries, who performed exceptionally well in his first outing in an F1 car Monza, with the Williams finishing 9th place. In the 22 is now number 1 driver Yuki Tsunoda. Finally, Williams didn't have a good season last year, but once again with the new driver lineup, it might change for the good. The Mercedes-powered Grove base will have the first American since Alexander Rossi in 2015, and the first full-time American since Scott Speed in 2007. Former F2 driver for Carlin, Logan Sargent, who will be racing the number 2 car. While in the 23 is Alexander Albon. So that's really about it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe, and it will really help me. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.